recording.
Hi, recording.
I'm recording.
Alright, so you had just stepped out into the street. Oh, also, suddenly, behind you, you watch as the herald un-T-poses and rejoins the group.
He does a spawning animation.
Walker quickly catches, like, the coat that she's hung over one of his arms.
He just kind of spawns in, does like the 3-point landing spawn in. I will also say we also have a pet.
Oh?
Oh yeah,
the pig.
Yours. You have Brunch, the pig.
Our semi-immortal manservant / butler acquired a pig for Freya to eat, and Freya just immediately decided, no, this is our mascot now.
Fair enough.
Well, also, if you
Grog is writing
clean
it.
the pig of all its blood, then you only get to eat that pig once.
Yes.
But if you drain the pig of a little bit of blood and keep it around, you get to keep drinking it. That's just economic.
And Grog gets to ride it.
Yep. Freya understands the economic benefit.
But as you...
I'm sorry to interrupt, but one of you's getting a phone call.
Yes.
Wait, are you getting a phone call, Em?
No.
Oh, no, it's just my stupid fucking work for team for work. I got it.
God damn it, Rob, it's 5 o'clock. Clock out.
But as you all step out into the street, the last thing you all heard was wailing
Oh yeah.
coming from down the street.
Wasn't there a... Which direction from here?
So it's somewhere down this way, down the street.
Do we want to investigate that? Or... Didn't we have to go down this road for some reason?
I think we were going to the church.
We wanted to go to the church, but then... Wasn't there someone who said, like, go down this road, go down here?
That
Take
was
a-
against the other tank, I think.
Oh, okay. Well, Freya is not a big damn hero, so she is not going to rush after the screaming.
What does it sound? What don't you say fucking? Is it like a person? Is it like an inhuman sound? Like what?
No, it's like a person, like... They are, as the vernacular, ugly crocodile. And, like, wail, like the very old-fashioned gnashing of teeth and beating your chest type wail.
Absolutely fucking not. Freya's like...
Damn it. Done. Oh fuck! I gotta.
Only a fool would walk towards such a hideous sound.
I mean, it sounds like a human being.
As
Yeah,
Harold continues to look in the direction,
Yeah.
I'm a fool.
thinking about it.
I was gonna say, I'm also a fool. I'll walk towards it.
Yeah.
Freya voice, I'm not a hero, I'm a professional. To your voice, and I'm stupid.
And I.
This is how they operate. Freya does all the, like, hard stuff, and Tyr gets all the jobs.
Yeah.
So as you
Any
guys,
coin is good coin.
Yep.
as you guys head down the road, you come to this house here.
Which house?
You come to this house here. And as you're approaching, from the other side of the house, you do see another figure step out. Kind of also seeming to coming to see what the commotion is. not you all again. And it is, it's the same guy that just nearly killed.
Oh, like.
Walker raises one hand, like the other one is just holding coffee places. Like, I mean, we'll leave you to it.
We came to apologize.
Did you know?
Karth has.
No, I'd be here.
Karth has slid back down so that he can use Walker as to hide behind Walker.
Make a stealth check with disadvantage.
I am very large.
Yeah, but he walked around the corner before he walked into the axe.
Alright, I will make my stealth check normal then. Because I already have advantage, so that's going to be a 27.
You managed to hide, and he goes, "Where is the little one? I do hope he's alright. I'm not a big fan of killing people, that's
well,
my sister's thing."
He was trying to lick his wounds. Thank you for having some mercy on him, even though he did not show you the same courtesy.
Just for a second, because you can remember, he brought us Carl's dead body, or almost dead body.
Yeah, he didn't leave him to bleed out on the street.
Yeah.
Yes.
I would have done him dirty, personally.
Fair. I do say, look, are you really all... You all really don't think you've spoken to Asmodeus, correct? I should also preface to you, Harold, is they just all started talking about how they were here from Asmodeus, on Asmodeus's orders, and all these other gods and stuff, and he went, "Oh, these people are batshit fucking crazy. They think they talk to gods."
Have you not heard this one? It's a very old joke where we come from. You always say is people like, "Oh my god, what's your business?" And you don't want to tell people your fucking business, so you're like, "Yeah, fucking God sent me," or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very old, I'm not good at humor, but it's a very old thing.
Roll persuasion.
Yeah. I was
Roll
gonna say,
deception?
I was already on it. That is deception. Is anyone backing her up?
Grog is sniggering.
Sorry, what was the what was the persuasion?
Leave Depp. When my random gross little thing accompanying me said that it was sent by Asmodeus to kill Strahd, that was just a joke. I've never heard that joke. It's such a common, normal joke. It's a joke everyone makes all the time.
Eat an entire fucking day.
Chase that 20.
Okay.
Naughty 20.
She goes, No, that's not a joke around here, and while I respect your cultural differences, you might want to keep that a bit to yourself. It won't play well here. I'm going to go check in on the whaling now.
We want to do the same.
All right.
Freya makes a disgusted noise.
I'm sorry, allow me to...
No, not you.
Allow
When
me
he's
to
considered
formally introduce myself.
That wasn't supposed to be Karth speaking, that was Harley.
Oh, okay. Never mind. He does not jump because he doesn't know you're there.
No, I was going to wait for him to turn, and then I was going to say Karth would like to try and slide an apology note into his pocket.
Give him some money.
Just for reference, this entire time.
Approach that situation.
Just for reference, this entire time, once he got down off her back, Walker just flipped her trench coat around and over, so he's essentially just been between her leg and the back of her trench coat this whole time. Like a small child.
Because yes, I don't think you and I have really spoken. Or really, any of you beyond your priest and
Aye.
friend. Hello again. Yes.
Aye.
Harold is going to take off his right glove to reveal his hand, which is just pale to the point of blue. And he's going to reach out, just say, since we are of common purpose, allow me to formally introduce myself. Puts his hand out.
Really thought you were about to say Harold takes off his right hand. Just like, there's more screaming.
Straight up Terminator style, just skin off.
He goes, yes, my name is Ismark. I am the son of the Burgermeister here in town.
Son of the what?
The
Burgermeister.
The Burgermeister. That's what
Burgermaster, excuse me.
The
Hamburger.
the Hamburger.
No, my brain for some reason read Burgermeister, and my brain gave me Heat Miser and Ice Miser for some reason, and so my brain combined them.
Just for reference, that's just a fancy way of saying mayor.
It is.
Yep.
Yeah, Harold just shakes his hand and says, fine profession indeed. I am Herald of the Raven Queen. Herald for short.
You really are an interesting bunch.
Although, to be fair, there is proof for this one because you really can't fake being a revenant. And only the Raven Queen can make revenants.
Hence removing the glove so he can feel that I am just
Yes.
dead cold.
You really are a bunch of very interesting people. Shall we?
Oh,
By the way, I got a 14 to put that in his pocket. Did that work?
You got it in the pocket. Whether he saw you or not, you don't know.
Given that your hand wasn't cut off, if he did see you, he's at least feeling a bit more amenable.
So it's a 2-story little townhouse, and the door is open.
Be on your guard. We may be fools, but there's no reason to be idiots as well.
Do you, Fred, know who lives here?
No.
No.
It's a big town. Why would I know? I don't know everyone in town.
Is there a sign on the door or above the door or anything?
Can we check the letterbox for a name? Please.
There's nothing like that.
Chloe!
I was gonna say, knock knock, have you heard about our Lord and Saviour Payroll?
Milk! Then.
While everyone else is walking into this building, Freya just like leans against the like wall outside and is like, I don't want to go in there.
I could go in.
I'll wait here.
Okay.
If you need anything, just start screaming. Different, yeah, different from the screaming that's already going on, please.
So you go in. It's a little shabby, a little run down. First floor. Took a little bit of a kitchen, a little sitting area, and that's about it. And then stairs that go up.
Does it sound like the screams are coming from upstairs or downstairs?
And there's no downstairs that you can see.
The first or second floor?
Like I just said, all you see down here on this floor is just a small. It's not big like yours. It's just a small little townhouse.
Okay.
There's a kitchen off to the side, and then a little sitting area, and then the stairs that go up.
But I'm asking what I hear.
Yeah, is the sobbing still happening?
Yeah, it's still happening.
From this floor or from upstairs?
Upstairs. If it was on this floor, it would be at this point like you would.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's from upstairs.
All right. Then we are going to go. Enjoy your side quest. We're gonna go upstairs, and as always, we are going to be sneaky about it because God fucking damn it, I have 11 hit points right now. Do you want me to roll a new stealth check, or can I keep my 27?
Not new stealth check.
All right. Hood up for advantage. 23.
You head on upstairs. When you get to the top, it looks like there's a small little hall with just a chair and then 2 doors, both of which are closed. Door to the left is the source of the sound you can hear behind the door.
Is there enough space under the door that I could, like, conceivably see under it?
Perception check.
$17.
You look in, it's very dark, but you can make out the shape of it seems like someone is sitting on the floor. And you can't really see too much else.
Is the door unlocked?
You reach up. Yep, it's unlocked.
Going to very slowly open it. And ask, is everything okay?
So as you open, you see it is a bedroom, and not much else to really look at. It's got a few, like a little dresser, a chest at the end of the bed itself, and then this woman, older woman, sitting in the middle of the room. She is crying uncontrollably. She is also has something clutched in her hands, but she's kind of, her back isn't to you. She's sort of a little bit catty-corner to you, so you'd have to move around a little bit to see what that is exactly. But she's got something in her hands. He does not respond to what you said.
Is there a window?
Yeah.
Is it facing towards the group?
The group is downstairs.
I thought I was the only one who came in.
We're downstairs, but I don't think we're
No one came upstairs, I don't think. But everybody else, other than Freya, came in.
Grog came in first, but didn't follow you upstairs because you were very clearly fucking tiptoeing. So it was just like, oh, okay then.
I am going to.
I think Harold's just going to follow him.
Yeah, Walker's coming.
Oh, okay. Well, if they're already here, then I don't.
No, once you've Walker's not coming upstairs until you say out loud, "Is everything okay?" At which point we're clearly not being sneaky anymore. If this person
is not paying attention to me, I'm just gonna sit here and wait for the more people-oriented folks to arrive. I've determined that the door isn't a trap, but I can't disarm a people if it's a trap, so that's someone else's problem.
Harold's gonna walk in and see the situation and just come over and like crouch in front of the woman. see if she notices it.
So you can see as you go around and crouch in front of her, she has sort of dark black hair that's sort of pulled into two braids. Maybe 50s, 60s, but holding this what looks to be now a slightly malformed doll in what looks to be like a sackcloth dress. You can see there's some writing on it, but you can't really see beyond that. There's like at the hem of the dress, there's like a tag almost.
He's gonna lean in just a little bit closer and say, "What compels you to weep, sir?"
She looks up, looks almost past you for a second before her eyes kind of focus in on you. She goes, "My daughter's missing."
What is her name?
Fucking D&D. Her name's Gertruda. Gertruda.
Fine name. When did you last see her?
A week ago?
I see. How old is Gertrude?
She's 19.
Can you think of any reason why she would leave?
Make a persuasion check.
I got a +5 to persuasion, so here's hoping. 24.
24? She looks at you for a moment and goes, "My fault. This world is so dangerous. I kept her inside. She'd be safe. And I always told her not to go. And that it was dangerous, and she always listened. There was a boy she'd been talking to who lived across the way in the home, and I told her she could not go see him. I told her it was too dangerous. And then I left to go to the shop. And now she's gone.
Is what's his name up here with us? Not working on his stuff.
Yeah, he's come upstairs. Also for 19, Al.
Yeah.
Grog,
Uh-huh.
you're not usually sure about anything.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure she's actually telling the truth.
I thought the guy who stabbed Karth was staying downstairs with us, so I was trying to insight check him.
Oh, insight check him. Oh, you were talking about her. Sure. Insight. You could have rolled it at any point. What are we?
I didn't want to be like, hey, I know you're talking right now, but before he comes running upstairs to be like, we'll help find your missing daughter. I wanted to.
Okay. Yeah. He seems a bit weirded out by the whole situation. Like heroics are new to him. And he also seems a little sad. Unrelated to this.
Okay.
What
Cool.
is just slightly out of her, like in her peripheral vision, so Harold can see. And she mouths to Harold a week ago.
Harold just does a sort of little eyebrow raise as if like, yeah, I know, right?
Wait, we can see Harold's face?
But you can see his eyes and his eyebrows, but yeah, the rest of his
Oh,
face
okay.
and head is covered.
Fair enough.
He doesn't really. I was going to say he doesn't really have eyes. His eyes are like white.
Thank God for the eyebrow filler he puts in just to make sure he can invoke.
Exactly. Yeah.
Gets up in the
Emoting is
morning,
difficult
draws
for
his
him.
brows on. What?
Slay. But he's just gonna say to the woman, "We view her on a mission to rid this town of the evil that infested. And if part of that is rescuing the mortal, then that is what we should do. We promise nothing, but we will do our best."
He nods. You can see you're starting to lose her again. Like she's going back into. Make an insight check, Harold.
Insight. 19.
Okay, and go ahead. Are you still staying behind?
Just slightly out of her, yeah.
Can you see her face though?
Yeah.
Then go ahead and make a medicine check.
7.
The two of you, between you just sort of talking to her, Harold, and you looking at her, Walker, when she says a week, you're not sure if it's been actually a week, but you're pretty sure this person has not eaten for a very long time. They have gotten... Yeah, you're not sure how long this person has been sitting here doing this. And like I said, at this point, Ismark has come up and sort of leading in the door.
Walker's gonna step over and put just full puts her hand in her pockets. You're no good to her. You faint from dehydration. Up we get. We're going to get food now. And it's the tone that brooks no argument. It's not harsh. It's not, it's just, this is exactly what to do.
She doesn't react. She just kind of, you pick her up, but she makes no attempt to like she's not there anymore.
I'm very large. Can I just carry this tiny fucking weight of a woman?
Probably.
Yeah.
What's your strength?
So 14.
That's well above your average, so yeah.
What?
I don't have detect magic.
Let me check.
I have 3 spells. I can shoot lasers, I can make funny lights, and I can explode into a mass of tentacles.
I can. Yeah, no. Freya, just detect magic.
Oh yeah, the Witcher thing.
Listen here, Jack. How do I fucking do it?
You say you cast detect magic, and then T
I
tells
cast
you.
detect magic. I touch my medallion.
Right, Witchers can in fact do this. Tyr, you detect no magic, other than a couple of things off of your companions.
Okay. I would like to use my what? Okay. Freya, do you have a better thing that you can do that I can't do? Wait, what?
Oh yeah, come to Whispers with me. Yeah, hold on. Let's go to Whispers.
Is that directed towards me?
I guess it was.
Yanked by the cane from off the stage.
Let's go to Whispers.
You're to blame.
Let's go to Whispers. Doesn't show up within a quarter of a second. That wasn't a question.
But it is good to know she should fucking Walker just like, well, we are going to get you some food now, and her like, no, I'm fucking committed to this bit. I'm just gonna ragdoll. Is it some kind of curse? No, she's just really sad.
Yeah, just like full on end of Evangelion Shinji. Just gotta carry him by the arm.
Probably just a bad case of baroviitis. Like spending too long in here, it's just like, well, I was gonna have cereal this morning, but we're out of milk. And then you go into like a 3-month-long malaise where you just put a hole in the wall. It's like, your daughter just got married and we built you a new house. That's cool, I guess. You, there's a stone in your shoe. I hate the world. I'm gonna become an army of darkness. Literally the only thing I know about Strahd is that like half the NPCs are secretly vampires. So I'm excited for fucking Freya to just walk up to somebody like, oh hey, vampire, and then be like, what? You don't want to know that until age 8. No! No!
I couldn't help but notice your massive teeth from across the room.
Hey, I know you just ran up to us and you were like, oh my god, you have to help me, I'm just a normal person and Strahd stole my baby, but I couldn't help but noticing your lack of pulse. What?
I mean, it's okay. Lots of people in our party don't have pulses. Kark doesn't have a pulse.
You should try stealing one.
You appear to be dying. I will attempt to remedy this, but can promise nothing.
Oh no, it's okay. It's just a giant crystal where my heart used to be.
That old problem.
That old problem. Yeah.
Classic.
Classic. You know, in his original universe, Karth actually had that crystal removed, and still didn't die.
Yeah, it was taken out and put into a mannequin of a very sexy guy. And then Himarath was like, well, I guess I'm fucking Alucard now. Bye, everyone. Like, the mannequin did have, like, long blonde hair and shit. I'm pretty sure it was just Alucard.
You know what? At least it was sexy Alucard and not original flavor Alucard. Because fun fact, the first time Alucard showed up in Castlevania, like Castlevania media, he looked like a fucking used car salesman wearing Dracula's clothes. It wasn't until he got his own dedicated game where you played as him that the artists were like, huh, maybe we should make him not look like he's gonna fucking stab you for your fucking wallet.
Yeah.
Turn out into a suave motherfucker.
I do love that, like, having Crystal with an Eldritch God inside his chest is a quest thing, because that didn't last that long in game. It was like one story arc. We just happened to run into like a magician with a bunch of puppets, and you were like, well, shit! Here's a body for Himarath, and Himarath was like, thanks! Bye!
Later.
Hello.
Bye.
So, but yeah, Tyr, you start moving back down the stairs. As for the rest of you, you've gotten her up and moving. Yeah, you can.
And my intention is to take her back to our house, to our butler.
You get to the door, and she goes fucking feral. Absolutely screaming, does not want to move. And and we'll put up a fight with you trying to take her out of the house.
Grog starts cheering for her. Like they're in the middle of the wall. Grog's like, "Woo! Get the chair!"
Am I out of the house yet? Or am I?
Yeah, you're out.
Freya gives you the nod as you come out of the house. What's up?
Lead down.
Hold on. Let Tyr go, because Tyr would have left a little before you carried her down the stairs. So we'll come back to that.
I'm gonna tell Freya, come around the house with me. I sense something.
Okay.
And
She
then
does.
I turn around to Freya and I say, it's not something good. I want to tell you that. It's not a good thing.
It's usually pretty bad. What's up?
Yeah. You know that mark that I got on my body after we killed that disgusting stillborn thing?
Right. The thing
So
I'm gonna have to key you over.
I can channel it somehow, and I can sense new things now.
Okay.
And something is telling me that this sigil is telling me that something is around the house here. So I would say draw your weapon, and I'm gonna draw mine too.
Okay.
But I don't know what it is yet.
Okay.
We start going around the house.
Yeah.
Am I
So
a
just-
shot of that conversation?
No, at this point you guys are just starting to come down the stairs.
Can I cast a divine sense to detect good and evil?
Sure. What's the range on that?
60 feet.
Yeah. Something just outside the window of the upstairs. You sense. What does it tell you specifically?
You can detect until the end of your next turn. You can sense anything affected by the Hallow spell, or know the location of any celestial, fiend, or undead within
Undead.
60 feet. Yeah.
Something undead is outside the window.
Yeah.
Outside the window.
Is
What
it
I have been
our
able to
two
tell-
usual undead?
What
No,
I've been
you
able
do
to
sense
tell
you do
undead-
sense your two usual undead also moving around to the side of the house, or one of your two, because you're the other one.
There's something outside the window.
For clarification, when Eric says it's are we still upstairs or is it the outside window downstairs?
Upstairs. So we're probably gonna wrap around and carry it downstairs.
Yeah, okay. No, Walker's still taking.
Okay, so if you're taking her downstairs, then
more.
you're taking her downstairs. Yeah. But she'll start kicking and screaming and fighting you. And yeah, Harold, you sense something outside the window. You also sense what you assume is Freya coming around that side.
I'm going to draw the sword and bring the shield up and just very slowly approach the window.
Here, what are you gonna do, Ismark? Ismark starts to come after you, drawing his two swords when he starts hearing the commotion downstairs, and he kind of pauses for a minute and then goes down. As he comes downstairs, he goes, "What the hell is going on?" As you are trying to hold, she can't do any damage to you. And if you want to carry her out of the house, you can.
No. When she actually starts to kick from across, Walker puts her down, but keeps both shoulders and leads all the way down. You can stay in this house, but you will have to eat. If you cannot stay here and eat, I will take you out of this house.
Ismark hearing this part of the conversation just went, I mean, well, I say your heart is in the right place then. As the son of the leader of this town, I can't quite condone kidnapping. We can send the doctor around to check on her, though.
He was going to come. Would you have been here.
Why would you have come?
Down.
Yes, again, have you ever been in a town before? And kind of looks at you and like, it's a fucking huge town. No, Doctor lives on the other side of town. Did you hear it when you awoke this morning? Was it carrying across the breeze?
She hasn't been
Or either minding their own business, or dead inside their homes. Welcome to Barovia.
Is he one of those, like, creepy old-timey doctors with saws and stuff and a big
there. We
dick?
all have swords. Sometimes you just need one. It's fine.
Yes, your friend drew his sword and walked towards the window, but I thought you would to know.
She's gonna.
Ah, fuck, is he gonna find a window?
Grog runs upstairs.
She's going to turn it and essentially hand this woman to him. And then Walker's going to take her base and walk towards the downstairs window version, because he's clearly pointed in our direction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you, as you're getting to that window, you see Tyr and Freya outside of that window. And as you're all coming to the window or coming around, I need everyone who's looking out the window on this side to make a perception check.
Oh, I've never seen anything in my fucking life.
I've never seen anything in my life either.
I'm not doing.
Wait, sorry, did that include me?
Yep.
Yeah,
I'm
perception.
going fucking hot now.
You and Rob have advantage on this.
Hey.
Oh, okay. That's good because I probably could need it.
Grog is distracted by how hilarious it
Oh,
was
Jesus.
when Walker went to pass this screaming mad woman to the guy, and he just went like, yeah, and dropped her on the floor. Here, take her. No, ew.
So as you're all coming around, Rob, Tyr,
Yep.
you're the only one who spots it hanging on the other side, because she's sort of on the end here, hanging on the other side, on the back of, actually on the back of it looks like this smaller little building next to the townhouses.
Mhm.
Hanging on the edge, you see a bat. Just a bat.
Hey, look, a bat.
Grog looks up at the Herald and just goes, I don't think you have to wait for it to go. I don't think Windows understand chivalry.
I'm gonna shoot it with my hand crossbow.
Okay.
When the bat is pointed out, do I see the bat?
Once it's pointed out.
It's probably a bad thing to have in a vampire town.
That doesn't do anything.
No. It slams into the thing next to it, startles it to where it actually falls for a second. And then
Okay.
catches itself and screeches as it begins to fly away.
May I also attempt to shoot it?
At this point, everyone sees it.
Oh wait, hold on. Actually, I do have a question. Would that technically have been an attack of opportunity because it was paying attention to something else?
It's a good one.
Would that change it at all?
Yeah, because I'd get advantage on it. I only rolled one.
Do you get advantage on attacks of opportunity?
Not
that just a
rotate,
general roll?
you mean
A surprise
surprise attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I rolled for whether or not it noticed you or was paying too much attention elsewhere. I rolled a 1. I had
Yay.
advantage.
Hell yeah. Okay.
Come on.
Fuck me.
Good
Rob.
job.
Anybody who wants to try and attack the bat can.
Short bow! Do I also have advantage, or is it just a
No,
normal?
at this point it's aware.
Eat that!
Well, it dies. You don't need to roll damage.
Can I roll it anyways to see how good my sneak attack is?
Sure, it has 1 hit point.
That's shit. This is garbage damage. I do more damage on a normal attack than this.
Grog, are any of the windows open, and do they open? Or are they just like glass panes?
There's just glass pane.
Holy fuck.
Okay, Grog just like leans back out of the bedroom door and yells down the hall, "We can just buy food!"
2,
Because all Grog has seen is a
4,
crossbow bolt hit the side of this cat and then it just gets killed by an arrow.
I would just like to say that on 6d6, I rolled 5 ones. If this were a game of Warhammer, I would just quit.
I also, yeah.
That's why you would fucking lose.
Just throw the dice in the trash and way out.
I would like to inspect the bat now, if possible.
Sure. It's got an arrow through it, but you do realize that it is... You're not sure what damage was done before or now, but it is wearing... you kind of pick it up by the arrow, and sort of half of its flesh is just gone and is skeletal.
Mm-mm.
Like it's a corpse of a bat. Definitely more damage, and the arrow did not do that.
And there's not like any sort of. It's just a bat. It's not any special cool bat.
Well, as you're looking at it, make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, great, awesome.
No, it's
Actually,
not
this
that
one
big of
shouldn't be too bad.
19. You manage to hold on as it springs back to unlife, while still stuck on the end of this arrow, and you manage not to drop the arrow.
Oh, okay, all right, cool.
And it's just kind of screeching and panicking as it's impaled.
Harold's
And
gonna
then-
come out and take a look at it.
Kind of works its way down and tries to bite your finger. Oh.
Oh?
No,
Does 16 hit?
it does not.
I was gonna say, are we about to watch Tyr get rabies?
Can I grab it and just like ring it like a fucking hand
Yeah,
towel?
it's pretty helpless right now. So yeah.
I just do that.
And it stops moving again.
You gonna eat that?
And then,
No,
and then, as you're saying, you're gonna eat that, it comes to life in your hands again.
I ring it harder.
And again.
Fucking stop it! I'm just going in circles with it.
Outside.
Kate, I'm moving away from my desk because this is hilarious.
That is indeed the 90-20.
It's back again. This time it's gonna try to escape from your grasp.
Alright, I'm gonna try and keep hold of it.
So go ahead and roll either athletics or, I guess, athletics to beat its acrobatics. So roll an 18. Nope, you still have a hold with it.
Walker's gonna walk up and pull the Lightbringer base out and says, "Would you like help with that?"
Are you going to... You know, it's kind of grown on me a little bit by the third time I've killed it.
Okay.
I mean, I'm sure this is a spy.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, Tyr's not the smartest, but he's like, it seems a little bit too convenient that it was just hanging around, watching us.
Is it watching us or is it watching her?
Well, good question. All great questions.
If I show the bat the woman, does it seem interested in her?
Pointer's just trying to escape.
Yeah, I'm not letting it.
It's got, I mean, okay, let's see. I don't think you can roll low enough. Roll, as long as it's not a nat 1.
Okay.
You cannot escape.
I'm gonna go inside, watching Freya bond with this thing in honestly one of the weirdest ways I've ever seen. I'm gonna go inside and go and find like just a box. Like I'm gonna go empty her sewing supplies out of her biscuit tin, and I'm gonna bring it back in, and we're gonna put the bat in the biscuit tin.
This is going to be very surprising when they go looking for sewing supplies.
It's a new option.
So you put it in, and you just hear inside the little metal biscuit tin. You just hear as it's rattling.
It wasn't
trying to escape.
Yeah.
I wasn't cackling, but that was a really funny joke. I like that a lot.
I'll take out some of the rope that we all fucking another 60 feet of rope
Mhm.
and just tie that fucker closed.
Can I swing it around by the roof?
Yeah, did you leave like a little bit of a carry, like a?
Yeah, like a yeah.
So yes, Faye, you can swing the bat around.
Alright, I give it a few good swings and I'm like, that's for being a spy, you little spy bitch.
And it just rattles really hard and then stops for a second before it starts rattling again.
Well, it's a good thing it's still alive. Do you think this is, like, connected to Strahd? Do you think he's
at this
seeing
point-
through its eyes?
Ismark just comes out and goes, "Oh no, that's 100%. Yes."
Oh, okay, good. All right. I thought he was gonna say that was 100% a bat.
Follows you guys outside.
No, he has all sorts of. Well, I have suspicions that he has control over many creatures in this area.
Grog follows that dude outside and then looks at Frey yelling at the biscuit tin as it just goes like, like, why are you, what? You're pissing off the biscuits.
My cookies are upset.
It's the Foley work for me.
Thanks.
High quality.
What do you usually do with that?
My suspicions are more recent. So nothing as of yet.
I normally eat them.
I mean, this one doesn't seem to want to die, so you could eat it, but I don't know if it would.
I don't know how. I don't.
Is it? Wait.
I don't know how that would.
Oh! Why did you put a bat in the biscuit tin? That's just misleading. What if someone wanted biscuits? Also, didn't you shoot it?
I did really well.
It's been shot. I twisted it like a pretzel.
I whirled it around.
That's also fucked up. You guys are fun. Let me try.
Here.
If we give you this, could you put it somewhere it will not escape?
Oh, yeah, easy.
Not in your stomach.
No, because if it keeps coming back to life, that would feel gross. Trust me. Grog's gonna take the fucking biscuit tin and go, it's okay, biscuits. It's okay. And it's just gonna walk, walk over towards the back of the house and start just like, actually, this is a shitty medieval town. They just have outdoor latrines, right? Like,
There is also a well. There is a well right here.
I'm not putting it down the well. People drink out of that. There are privies, right?
Yeah, privies. That's
Cool.
what those little houses out back are.
Grog's gonna walk over to the privy and just drop the tin inside, grab the nearest like stick, tree branch, mop that doesn't belong to them, and just start pushing it down into the steaming pile until the rattling stops being audible.
I mean, it never quite stops. You still hear things.
I hate you. This is so much worse than just putting it in a well. This is.
I'm gonna hook back inside. Is there any change in the lady's demeanor?
No. She's going back upstairs.
Maybe we should go find her.
What information did we? Hey Harold, what did she? Did we get a description from her?
What we got was the daughter's 19 years old. She went to see a boy. I didn't actually get around to asking where the boy lives or what she looks like.
The boy lives next door because I make him a Disney's nephew joke.
Oh yeah.
The boy lives next door. The mum went out shopping, and when we got back, the daughter was gone. So we should probably go and interrogate the boy.
Yeah.
So I'll actually go back upstairs, and I'm gonna try and ask her if she has a portrait of her, or a picture of her, or have her describe her. Because right now we're gonna go look for someone who may or may not be 19 at some point, who we have no description of.
You go and she says, and she kind of gives you a full description. She has long dark hair similar to her mother. And when you ask her to describe her daughter, she goes into fucking detail. Piercing blue eyes, wears a pretty blue dress with last time she saw her. Usually wears her hair down. Or two braids, just like the water was like, oh, just like me. And she essentially kind of describes herself to Brenda.
We get a name for her.
Gertruda.
What's her second name? What's her family name?
Also Gertruda.
They don't have that.
That makes sense.
Mario.
Despite this guy's insistence that this is a big town, there's absolutely not enough houses to occupy every single possible first name.
That's true. These are all amateurs. What was the boy's name?
She doesn't know.
Can she give a description of the boy?
She knows. She'd only heard Gertruda talking about the boy.
Oh, that's fucking
I was
ominous.
gonna say, is anyone else in the room with Walker when?
What? Maybe what?
So
No.
I believe.
What?
I think everybody, but the only person who I don't know if they went outside or not was the Herald. But I think, did you stay upstairs, Harold, or did you go outside with everybody else?
Yeah, I went outside to have a look at the
Yeah.
map.
So no, you're by yourself when you get this information. No, Ismark will come up with you. He's a little like, don't try to kidnap this woman kind of a vibe.
Rachel, I went to try and get. How did she talk about him? Did she describe him? What did he sound like? How did they communicate? Like,
Oh, just that he was wonderful and that she was falling in love with him and all of this sort of fairy tale nonsense.
you didn't let her out.
It's not like I never let her out. She's not with me.
But you've never seen him.
No.
So she met and fell in love with someone who is not in the house.
So she talked to him through the downstairs window. On the street. He had seen her, he came up to knock on the window.
Okay.
Said he lived across the way.
Okay. That's weird things in the dark. I just wanted to check. See. Someone. Okay. Don't know his name, don't know the description of him. Do you have anything of her?
This is hers. She looked up. It was mine. When I was a baby. And then it was hers.
I don't want to take that from you. Do you have anything else?
Just her clothes.
Does she have a favorite thing to wear?
No. The dress she was wearing.
Okay. So if we just go and take another piece of clothing, would that be okay?
She needs her clothes. When she comes home, she'll need
We'll
them.
bring them. She'll come back with us. So I'll take a scarf or something so that we can keep her warm when we find her.
She will need to be warm.
Yes. So what should we take? Did she take her coat? Or is her coat here?
No, her coat is hanging on the bed. She's like pointing with the doll.
Okay.
You see the doll and a little tag. It's about a little doll kind of flailing.
Okay. So I'll take her coat. Did she take her good boots?
Is that in her shoe?
Okay. But not like her walking shoes. Everyone's gonna fucking walking shoes, don't at me.
She looks down at her feet. We each only have a...
That's
We're
not.
not-
No. That's fair. I used to have the shoes I wore across the road, the ones that were worn all the way through, and then like the better ones if I was going out. You know, don't worry about it.
We don't go.
Yeah, no, that's fair. So I'll take her coat, and she has her shoes. She didn't leave her shoes. What else? If I'm going to take her something to be warm, is there anything else I should take her? Just her coat. Okay. Should I take her another dress or no?
She'll need them when she gets home.
I just wondered if you would like her to change. Because she
I
might.
just want her to come home.
Okay. Fine. I'll go and Walker's gonna go get her coat. She's gonna walk outside and head to Harold.
Okay, his Marcus is saying they're going like the whole time he's listening, going. Random, like he has this look of random boy off the. Well, all right.
Yeah.
Because he's. Ismark's not the dumbest person on the planet. Yeah.
I'm gonna walk out to Harold and say, if you were going to run away with a lover you've only ever spoken to outside a window that your mother has never seen, who you've never described, would you not take your coat?
It would be the sensible thing to do, yes. The mystery thickens, it seems.
Walker kind of narrows her eyes out a little bit and leans forward and goes, does it? That doesn't sound like some
Ismark comes and goes, well, she did say he lived across the house. Across the road. Why don't I, as the son of the burgomaster, go knock on your door?
Yeah, that's perfectly.
Perhaps you should all stay a bit out of sight. He goes and he walks across the street.
I'm gonna go grab. I know Freya is currently T-posing, so go and grab.
I'm
Freya.
still alive.
Okay.
Just gonna head down and go and fill them both in, and then just go. So I'm thinking vampire But he's gonna go ask the house if we would like to go.
He said stay out of sight, so Grog immediately pressed her face against the window and is just doing the thing where you like go like let's make your mouth look bigger.
And as you're getting the description, Freya, both as a witcher and a creature of the night yourself, that does indeed sound like some vampire shit.
That does sound like some vampire shit.
But you watch as he goes over, he knocks on the door.
Although, does that sound like a lot of shit? Not just vampire shit?
You're like I said, it could be a vampire shit. It could also be a lot of different shit. It could be face shit.
That's true.
Right? Could be evil in the dark shit. There's a lot of things that seduce away young, pretty young people.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Freya's like, well, the jury is still out.
He knocks on the door very hard this time and looks very annoyed. You kind of watch him walk over to a window. He has that thing when people are thinking, where they turn to the side and they kind of move their jaw off to the side when they're thinking really hard.
Can I kick the door in for this gentleman?
Well, you watch as he shrugs as you're crossing the street to do so, and he just pulls out both swords and kicks the fucking door in.
There you go.
Grog goes, woo! From the window.
And he just raises a hand for you, Grog, as he walks in.
I was gonna have our tiny rogue friend do it, but no, okay.
Grog like splays out on the kitchen table, probably knocking some stuff over, but does not care and goes, I love being a bad influence.
Freya, as you're reaching the door, he's just about reaching the top of the stairs. And he kind of looks around, comes down, and as you're looking around, furniture's broken. There's maybe a layer of dust like 4 or 5 inches thick.
Hmm.
Like, no one has lived here for a very long time.
Well, that's...
Back down and it's like, yes, this would be abandoned.
Yep, sure is.
That's a problem.
Are we still within the 10 minutes since I activated Detect Good and Evil?
Yeah.
Okay. Do I get anything from this house at all?
Nah, it's empty. It had been locked from the outside.
Well, this sounds like not my problem. I leave the house.
Are there
Oh no, this has been abandoned. Like, whoever was here stripped and left it. And you go out around back, you see the if you actually look out at the back of the stairs of the door that leads out to the back, it's off its hinges. You are not the first people to have broken into this home. And you suspect, with everything kind of overturned and everything, somebody like rifled this place, but a long time ago.
How dusty is it?
Like barely.
Like 4 inches of dust.
4 inches is an exaggeration, but like it's has not been inhabited for a very long time. Even as if you look down, you can see you are making very distinct footprints. So whoever it was did not live across the street.
Freya's like, well, I'm not super interested in doing a investigation, but I'll leave it to you guys. I'm gonna have a snack. And he's like, come on, brunch. Goes around the side of the house.
What a medicated. Awesome. Hell yeah.
And so she disappears for about an hour.
Fuck, Am I gonna have to walk everywhere?
Gonna turn
What do you
to
think? Strahd stole her? He is like wise, right? I don't think he's above having a child bride. He's kind of an evil monster.
19's barely even a child bride.
Yeah.
And that would make sense if he was then. If that was following it, it was looking at the house and not us.
Oh my god, was it her? Did we bury her? She biscuits. Oh, maybe she's biscuits. Oh well.
I know the reincarnation cycle is odd in Barovia. I don't think.
You know vampires can turn into bats, right?
I think if I had stabbed you, you would have come back to life, and then I had strangled you and you come back. Like, if you could have been something bigger than a bat, you might have chosen to be something a bit bigger than a bat.
It depends if it uses concentration or not. Or maybe she's just a very shit vampire.
Counter argument: if she could shapeshift,
Yeah.
why would she shapeshift into a half undead or half alive, half dead bat?
Because if it's fucking Barovia, and if you shapeshifted into a normal, healthy bat, people would look at you funny.
He goes, well, what should be done here?
He's right, there's nothing here. We should move on.
I'll
We
make
just
sure the doctor is sent around to check on her.
we just buried the tin, right? Like we didn't.
Yeah. Greg shoved it. Greg used a long stick of some kind to shove it deep down into a pile of turds.
Okay, all right. Well, at least it's not dead-ish.
It's still rattling, so it's still alive in there.
Yeah, right.
So he goes, make sure someone is sent along with some food. Well, you all are strange. I am, however, a bit low on options, and I do require some assistance.
Do you want us to help you find the missing girl?
Not particularly, no. I mean, by all means, feel free to investigate. I will say, people go missing in Barovia all the time.
Yeah.
Probably not much to be done. She's likely on there.
Who is it?
However, I will say, perhaps if you all come with me to my home and explain a bit more.
Is it a home or is it more of a lair?
Bit of a mansion, actually.
Wow. Okay, that's a lair. Let's go.
Just to be clear, where we go, our small, enthusiastic friend goes to.
Yes, that's right. I believe I taught your small, enthusiastic friend quite the lesson.
Oh, and
Yeah. Walker's gonna go find Garth, wherever Garth may be.
Garth is right behind you.
Turn
Walker turns around and nearly kicks him, but he dodges.
Fully, like when you fall over a dog. What that No, I stand. You know what? I stand by that fucking description. That Walker trips over Garth like you trip over your dog.
What the
no,
fuck?
Walker would try to, but Garth can just dodge.
Don't get. So sorry. Walker trips over Carth like you trip over a cat.
Karth is fine. You're on the ground. Karth is fine.
Karth's rogue instincts mean that whenever someone tries to trip over him, he both automatically dodges out of the way and sticks out one leg.
Yeah, we'll follow you.
Okay.
Hey, as we're walking, I'm gonna ask him if he has heard tell of other newcomers to the town in the last, I don't know, 4.5 years, however long we were in the house canonically.
No one is recent. Last group were like yourselves, probably 6 years ago.
And just for absolute clarification, did not include a turtle.
I'm not sure what that is.
Turtles are really tall turtle people. Come here, Maggie.
Can't say turtles.
Maggie.
So if 113, if you could direct our runner, that would be great. And kind of turns to everyone else, I don't know your companions well enough to describe any of them, but he's fairly noticeable.
Oh, God, yeah, no,
Yeah, we got other people.
Right, sorry, listen, I'll be honest. Fucking... Well, listen, one of my guys, simpering fucking clown, not worth the air he breathes. But the Dragonborn, she's pretty cool.
I'm not worried. Either he's alive or he's dead. Either way, I'll see him again once I'm done.
There are zero stakes in this mission for Grog. If Grog wins, he goes back to... If we win, Grog goes back to hell. If Grog dies, Grog goes back to hell.
The only difference is just how hard Asmodeus glares at them, which is almost an incentive for us to fail at that point.
Because if I see any of your companions, let them know it's to. I don't actually know where you're staying.
The old, definitely haunted mansion. It's full of cultists and child killers.
We're
I'm afraid you'll have to be a bit more.
Hold on. We're on the other side of town, points east, in the big house that the mill or that the windmill owners used to live in.
Windmill owners. Okay. Oh, the old Durst house.
Yeah, them.
Well,
They
haunted.
Oh, I mean it was actually. We killed the Dursts again, and also like a weird giant fetus.
Grog puts a hand
You
across
can make a religion check,
chest,
sure.
is like, hey, we only killed the adult ones, and then does a big grin with 2 thumbs up at the
Anybody who is proficient with religion or arcana can roll to see if they actually know what the fuck that was in the basement.
23.
Pretty decent religion.
Can I roll Witcher's knowledge, or is that?
Yeah, Witcher's knowledge will work.
Okay.
I love Gaz's humble brag of like, I have a pretty decent religion, rolls with a +4. My religion's a +1, I'm not gonna bother.
Harold and Karth. Harold, you know that sometimes ancient evil gods are born into this world. And anyway, you know that sometimes heroes other gods, circumstances beyond the control, stop this birth. Essentially creating a stillborn god. It is dead. It is born dead. And you know that sometimes mortals in their infinite wisdom attempt to raise these gods to varying degrees of horror. And that's about what you, that's about what that was. As for you, Karth, you know all of that. Like howdy. Plus, deep within, Hamarath tells you the god's name. Or what was its name? You know that its birth was stopped by an adventuring party eons ago. I cannot find it, but I will get you the name.
Alright. Well, I'm going to keep that name to myself, because Karth has dealt with enough weird old gods to know that even a dead god can be invoked for some pretty neat favors.
I'll just pass all that information on, just as a casual, walking chat. Just pass all that information over to him.
And we killed it again.
But as you're walking, blank on his name. Ismark kind of goes, look, I've two favors to ask you.
Yes.
You see, it's my sister. I need her out of this town.
Like out of this town in a take her to the other town kind of way, or out of this town in a violent way?
To Valaki, the other town. I just wish for her to,
Sorry.
I need her to be away from here, Barovia, the town of Barovia, and the castle of Ravenloft. Strahd has taken a bit of an interest in her.
Strahd taking an interest in the point.
Strokes her mostly.
Through windows, mayhap?
No. To fancy carriages, expensive gifts.
What would be the quickest way out of the town?
Well, that's the problem. There are several routes that are very quick out of town. The problem is I cannot get her to leave. We were all set, and now she won't go. Which is why I need you to come to the home. No, there's more to it, and I dare not explain out in. But I have been... Yes, I'll explain everything once we're there. You guys go. And we are going, if you look at the map...
Ooh, big house.
And he does explain that his sister was indeed she is adopted. Because if you recall, he is. I think we posted a picture of him somewhere.
Did we?
Yeah, I'll grab it. It was a while ago. It was last time we played.
Well, Kate, you see, he doesn't want us kidnapping people, except when it benefits him, because he is still a noble, and that means he's not a person.
He didn't say anything about kidnapping.
It was implied.
Sounds more like an escort mission to me.
It would if it hadn't started with she doesn't want to go.
Well, that's what persuasion's for, isn't it?
And as you guys are walking up, the mansion is very weird looking. It sits behind rusting iron fence. Parts of the gate are twisted and torn. The right gate is actually cast aside, and the left just kind of swings and burns. So you kind of, as you're kind of moving through, you hear the squeak as the wind blows it and then bangs on one side, squeaks back, bangs on the other side as the wind kind of blows it back and forth. Weeds choke the ground. And sort of against the walls, the growth and the sort of wild, tall grass have been trampled down to create a path that sort of leads all about within here. And as you're getting closer, you notice that there are heavy claw marks have stripped and gashed into the walls on the outside. You also see, as you're walking, one wall is charred as potentially a recent fire. And looking around, you see not a single bit of glass in any of the windows. All of them are barred up with all seeking
We appear to have been under siege.
Yes, we were. They were about 3 days ago.
And by what?
So go inside and talk. And he goes up and knocks on the door. Those who have either trained... Is anyone here trained in survival?
I think I have survival.
If you're trained in survival, make a survival check.
I am trained in survival.
Everyone who's trained in survival, go ahead and make it.
I'm trained, and it meant I rolled a...
I've never survived anything in my life.
Woo! Go Rob!
Tyr, you're on fire today. Tyr, you just... as you see, you're looking at sort of the claw marks and everything. You look along, you sort of crouch. And kind of going through, and you see... let's see here. You see... wolf tracks and human tracks. Barefoot.
Barefoot. All right. I mean, I relayed this all to the party, and I'm gonna start following the tracks.
So there are wolf tracks and bear tracks.
No.
No, wolf tracks and human tracks.
Oh, bear tracks. Very good. You're very funny.
Sorry, I missed the first part of that. Alison was bringing me an Empire biscuit. Was that there are bear tracks outside?
No. There are barefoot human or humanoid tracks as well as...
What?
Ah, okay.
There are wolf tracks and the tracks made from bare feet, as in
Right,
unchewed
okay.
feet.
B-A-R-E.
And as well as... Yes, and some of the tracks are also boot tracks. They come from kind of from where the gate seems to have been broken in, and then lead all over in a tangled mess. And you see them coming and going. You can go and he goes up and knocks on the door, and then you hear a woman from inside. Who's that? Me, sister. I've brought some people who might be able to help us. How do I know it's you? For fuck's sake, open the door. Right, all right.
When we get inside, sir, I have a question.
And as the door unlocks and opens, you see a woman, darker skin, waist-length hair, and full plate.
I have 2 questions.
And he goes, everyone, this is... copy the image, please. He goes, this is my sister, Irida.
The artist for this adventure path, the artist for the adventure path be like, this is Ismark. He looks like a guy, and this is his sister. She looks like, damn.
We have Mr. NPC Man and protagonist from a different game.
So they come in. They've agreed to help. Well, not exactly. But, come on in. And you all walk in. The interior is well furnished, but there's a lot of wear and tear on them. Aside from the boarded up rooms, there's holy symbols of all kinds in every room. And there's a side drawing room with a curtain sort of pulled across the door. As I said, I am... Go ahead. Sorry.
I was just going to say, do I recognize any of the runes or markings?
A lot of holy symbols. They're like just hanging and things. You see some of the Raven Queen, Haor.
They are hedging their bets.
Yeah, the Wild Mother. They are 100% hedging their bets.
I have 3 questions.
Yes, my attempted murderer. What are your questions? She goes, I'm sorry. What?
It was a misunderstanding.
It got better.
Perfectly fine. Happens all the time. Go on, my young friend.
Alright, I think I'm older than you, actually. Not important. First question. Actually, I guess this one's a 2-parter, so I think it's 4 questions. But the first one is, are the folks who attacked your house likely to come back?
We don't know. We don't think so. We think they've gotten what they want.
Okay, well that leads me to my second question, which is, do you want me to, like, set up some traps where they walked through last time?
I don't think that will be necessary.
Cool.
To help us.
Cool. Third question, I see you've got a lot of holy symbols around, presumably to help protect you from all the Griblies in the night. Do you want me to throw mine up there too? Just to help?
Certainly, if you wish, though I don't think we plan to remain here for much longer.
Karth is going to just put his hand on, like, the nearest flat surface and I'm going to use prestidigitation to burn Himarath's sigil into a wall.
Okay.
Which, when he pulls his hand away, just looks like a squiggling mass of tentacles and eyeballs.
You made that up.
No.
Harold just sort of
Anyway,
mutters
you-
under his breath. That was fucking cool.
Fourth and final question. Turns away from Ismark to his sister. Can I get his sister's name spelled out in chat for me real quick?
Irina.
Ah, okay, Irina.
And they're just for everyone. Okay, go ahead.
Karth is going to look up at Irina.
Uh-oh. You're in hell, my friend. Wait, I can hear you typing.
Walk is going to say, fourth question.
I believe that'd be your fifth. Go on.
Think they've got what they want.
And they kind of look at each other.
They get.
Ismark pulls back the curtain, and inside the drawing room, you see a fairly simple wooden coffin with an elderly man.
Oh shit.
So what did they get?
My father's death.
Oh.
Hi.
Reservations on this house. In this trying time.
Walker remembers she's a priest for a moment.
She's slightly doesn't really deal with them so much once they're dead.
Is he like strapped down, buckled in, any kind of precautions to stop him getting out of the coffin and leaving?
No.
Wow.
But he
you
also
guys
doesn't
are
look like
brave.
there's any trauma or anything that you can see.
You guys are brave.
Not everyone comes back from the dead here. Irina speaks up at this point, going, wolves and other creatures have been attacking the house at night for weeks.
Oh, like wolves or like werewolf wolves?
Wolves.
Boo.
Grotesque men. Rotting.
Zombies.
Oh. What is this, Minecraft?
And, well, one night, in anticipation of yet another attack, she kind of looks and she's like, I don't think his heart could take it.
With wolves and the undead, what's your father dead specifically?
Here.
And as she's going to speak, Ismark cuts her off. Oh.
Why don't they want you dead?
Oh, they do. I'm just not an old man.
So they didn't get you.
Well, ultimately, no. And he looks over at her and she goes, I show them. They're here to help. They can get you out of here. She goes, I'm not leaving till he's buried. They can help with that too. We're afraid if we try to move him, they'll attack
Do you have a shovel?
She wants him buried in the cemetery. Though
Yeah.
the yard is a perfectly lovely yard, she goes, no, it must be proper. And
Is there
those of you, I think
specific
most of you
problem?
have a high enough passive perception to feel the eye roll that he gives.
So, what's the problem with this cemetery? Is there ghosts or zombies or
Maybe
what?
it's just being out in the open. So
Yes, and we'd rather not let the people know that their leader is dead quite yet.
Question.
Okay. Well, just put the lid on the coffin then.
I mean, yes, but we need help getting him across the way.
Karth raises his
What I was
hand.
up to. Yes, young. What is your name, sir?
Karth!
Yes, Carl.
You want him moved to the cemetery. You don't want people to see it, and you prefer not to be attacked. So, what if we moved him in pieces?
I think that counts as desecrating a corpse.
what if we move?
Which should definitely...
The corpse.
See, we've got Grog's on my side.
What if we moved him in daylight?
She looks over at her brother. Irina looks over at her and goes, are you sure about... Yes, they seem quite capable. I watched them with myself, my own eyes, help solve the case of a missing girl, and this young, older than this old man, Karth here, nearly killed me.
You
Quite
dropped
good with a
his dead
sword.
body on the
Yes.
table.
It's just an idea, because if you want to move a body as inconspicuously as possible, the easiest way to do it is to do it in small parts.
While I see the practicality, Mr. Karth, I don't think Irina would be quite appreciative, and I'm even, as practical as I am, a bit...
Not moving your father in pieces.
Yes,
Well,
it's not...
I mean,
it doesn't quite
remember-
differ.
Remember
We just
the
need an escort to the church.
Remember the last times we were in where there was that butler who fell down a well and now he's haunting it forever? Maybe if we cut this guy up, people would be like, hey, our mayor's dead. And they would be like, oh my god, how did you tell? And they were like, well, his corpsey hands climbed up to my window and then his corpsey feet started doing a little dance on top of the pile of laundry I forgot to put away because this is fucking Barovia.
Okay, but Grog, our butler is weird because a bunch of cultists cursed him before he died.
Right. But we're a bunch of weirdos, and if we cut him up, it's gonna get weird, and it's not gonna be the fun kind of weird. It's just gonna be the kind of weird where you make a problem and then you have to clean it up afterwards, and it sucks.
Then
I don't believe you've ever cleaned up a problem, Grog.
I bet we make our usual type of problem, and we make ourselves big fucking targets.
For the
I mean...
Is she gonna look at Grog and kind of try to look at Grog? Are you afraid of wolves?
What? No, what?
I thought you would be interested in fighting the wolves and the creatures of the night. I misunderstood. I
said, are they werewolves? And she said, no, they're just wolves. Which is kind of
And
like
if
beating
that's
up
too,
a
if
dog.
that's too much for you, Greg, I'm sorry. I misunderstood your enthusiasm.
And at that point, Ismark speaks up again. As his sister is looking at him like, who have you brought in our house? He goes, while I appreciate the potential, I see maybe distraction or something, they will not be dissuaded.
No, I'm assuming that us being with the remains will be sufficient.
they don't.
The remains and everything.
Harold's gonna pop his hand just like underneath the top of the coffin and just
Swear to
give
God,
a little
if you
tug,
weekend at burning at him right now, I will fucking flip.
just to judge the weight, just to see if he could just shoulder it.
Is there a reason we can't move your father first and then escort you separately for the ceremony?
Because if we come at this house, everyone will assume that someone died in it. Could we fake your death? Points at her. We're moving you anyway.
Yes, that's actually the truth. Burying father with the respect he deserves. We're going to have to tell the priest.
Wait, she's a fucking cleric. Just let her do it.
What's your father's denomination?
You would fucking.
Hey, look. Hey, look. Hey, look.
Paylor. Wait, I should be chanting for Paylor. What am I doing?
Ravenwood.
It's fine. The Raven Queen and Payne will get on just fine. She might
Friendship
just be in a
ended with
fucking
Raven
mood
Queen.
with you later.
No, Paylor is my best friend.
Taylor is my best friend. It's fine.
I have more of a personal relationship with Paylor.
Herald voice. Yeah, it's kind of hard to like offer worship to a god when like I have tea with him every third month.
You can venerate somebody without necessarily getting rude about it. Do it. Do it. That's
Do what?
He is yeah. He's the Church of Lathander.
my friend.
Oh my god, I can hear her like thumping
I-
the stairs.
And she's gonna shoot straight in her fucking dirty ass doctor's coat. I am a servant of Paylor, and I carry with me Lathander's blessing. And she will pull out the Morning Star.
What's it called?
Yes, I do, because I wrote that shit the fuck down. The Lightbringer mix.
What are you gonna do?
Goes, that sounds impressive. Or his sister goes, oh my god. How do you fall?
Elsewhere.
Slap a fucking hand over Grog's mouth.
That is not the answer we need right now.
Not use the
Bite!
yet.
I bite!
Fucking.
Yeah, no, Harold, the Lightbringer is quite literally the holy mace of the worship of Lathander. Yeah. She essentially, it's like, this is the spear of Longinus kind of a deal.
You worship this guy? I have his thing.
I will say, he is, like, a minor god at best, so it's kind of, like, it's cool, but, like, you know.
Okay, well, let me take it.
There's cooler.
And,
He's no Paylor, he's no Raven Queen, right? He's a minor deity that falls under Paylor.
I can also offer some minor last rites if it would help. Although
I wish for my father to be roll unarmed, so roll and add your strength.
Okay.
Biting.
Garth, who's put a hand over my mouth?
Roll
But she.
That is.
Well, I appreciate it. So you take 1 plus Karth's strength.
Ow.
Piercing damage.
We only just fix that motherfucker up. If you kill him again, I will.
Look, I appreciate it, and I would be honored if you were to participate. But Father and our father and Father Donovich were friends. We wish him to perform the last rites.
Then, yeah, Jim's probably gonna have to tell him.
We know. We just want to get him there. And Ismark steps in and goes, your security, essentially, to prevent anyone from either desecrating the body, murdering me, or killing and kidnapping my sister.
And I'm going to look at here and Harold here. Like, this would stand a greater chance of success if we move the body separately. We move him first because he is not a target. And we do not risk someone.
He'll do anything to hurt her. Show them. She looks and she goes, he is a bit obsessed. I don't know why. She pulls down and she has several bite marks on her neck.
Have you tried wearing, I don't know, like a collar?
It's not a bad idea.
Were those consensual or?
I'm assuming not.
Were those consensual?
No.
I'm gonna look at Tyr because I'm presuming I wouldn't know enough about vampires to know if there's a number of ways to turn you into a thrall type vibe. I don't know what that would be, but I feel like a witcher would.
Well, Witcher lore. Advantage because your sister's a vampire.
Completely not a mechanical thing, but Grog is hearing whispers from an old god right now because it drank a little bit of Garth's blood.
Yay!
Anyway, we'll move on. We'll come back to that. But he goes, I've agreed that if Father is laid to rest, I would leave the city. I did not want to leave his side, but he was under attack. I am hesitant to lead you, brother, but I know that you'll wander off on your own. You have to kill him, you know. And she says that to Ismark, and he goes, I can certainly try, sister.
Can't kill him.
Strahd.
Ah, that's light work.
Context clues.
I'm
literally all my life to do so.
I'm sorry for not catching the context clues. I was just violently bitten.
You're welcome.
But yes, he's been. She slaps him, and first time he bit me, I was 12 years old.
Oh, gross.
Ismark says that since that day, I've been training to kill him to defend himself.
That's pretty cool.
Why would being in any other city make a difference if he is lord of the entire realm?
distant. Perhaps he will grow bold.
I mean, he
is
has.
an extremely old. This fancy cannot hold him forever. If we make it slightly inconvenient, perhaps he will get tired of it. Find someone else to harass for their entire life.
What is
Whatever's left of it.
If you help us get Father there, and help get her to safety, I will. With your devils and gods, fancy maces, and insane persons, I will help you murder him and strangle him, hold him down while you beat him to death with the mace.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Probably shouldn't strangle him. I don't think vampires breathe.
But I might enjoy it.
I mean, if you crush their neck, eventually it's gotta count as decapitation, right?
True.
Technically, you can sever tendons.
I don't know. Hey, vampire lady, do you think... Oh, Grog looks over, Freya's T-posing in the corner.
Never mind.
She does that sometimes.
Just violently gently floating.
I don't like it when they do that.
The fact that Branch is clipping in and out of her, I don't like it.
I want my horse back.
When were you planning to do the ceremony?
Well, we can move him today, I suppose.
Are we not squishy right now?
I'm not squishy.
Tomorrow, if you'd like, you're welcome to stay here for the night.
I mean, we can try today, but like, full disclosure, thanks to Grog, I've got 6 whole hit points right now.
It's a bit my fault. I was a little overzealous.
No,
You
listen.
tried to kill me.
I got you good. You gave as good as you got. That's water under the bridge. But you fucker, point down from Freya or from Walker's shoulder. You need to bite less hard.
Don't grab people. How is that not a lesson you've learned?
We will be more than happy to put you up for the night. And then
Are you likely to be besieged?
Oh,
we haven't since Father's Day.
we're landowners. We can just go back to our house. It's like down the street.
The question being, is there going to be a fight in our house when there might be a fight here?
Is there gonna be a fight here?
We don't know, but there won't be a fight at our house.
If there isn't a fight, can I draw dicks on his coffin?
If
No.
there isn't a fight, you can desecrate the bodies of all of the wolves that come to kill us tomorrow.
I just said dogs aren't as fun.
And whatever those people are.
Oh, okay. I mean, they're probably just zombies, so it's like, nah, but sure, alright.
Those you can. I'm gonna turn to both of them and
Grog walks over and pats the herald, probably solidly on the thigh. I assume the herald's like 9 feet tall and be like, "Don't worry, I would never desecrate your body." That's what we answer for.
I appreciate your honesty.
They call dibs.
do we get a look at
I see someone doing a lot of math. Do we have a plan? I'm not sure who that was.
Oh, I was just checking to see how long, how quickly we could get from our house back here in the morning. It's like a 10-minute walk.
Is your house closer to the church?
Yes. Wait, hold.
Halfway.
Hold. 436.
What about Harley? What about if you go up and then across the
That is somehow the exact same distance.
You also cut through alleys, like anywhere where you see like the ground, like in there, you can walk through.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
So it's also this option, right?
That's still 500.
Yeah, I
But-
think you guys are still just slightly farther away than
If
but
we-
somehow
if
it
we-
doesn't look it.
If we go behind the houses like this, we can shave 100 feet off the journey from our house as compared to their house.
Is it worth it just to be taking an unexpected route?
I mean, they're not going to expect us. I mean, they're really not going to expect us to carry your alderman from some random house instead of his own. I think the biggest problem is that we'd have to move him to our house tonight first.
Still gonna have the same problems.
Which, like, I guess
We're
we
adding
could.
distance, because we would be going, instead of going straight to there, we'd be going from here up to our house and then adding in the extra distance there. So we're doubling the amount of time we're in the open.
But we could travel through the outskirts of town, which would stop the townspeople from seeing the coffin.
That's true.
Yes, but that's moving further into the wilds. Jeez.
Unwise.
Then perhaps it's the simplest answer. Staying with us for the night. And we will just head down. We did have a carriage.
But wait, Ooh, actually, hold on. Do you have a second coffin?
No, we had to make this one from things around the home.
Okay.
And it definitely looks like several tables and dressers have been pulled apart and hammered together.
Okay, if you have a carriage, we should use that to our advantage. We could have the carriage travel the direct route to the
The carriage was burnt to the ground.
Oh, never mind.
Hunker down and go in the morning. Assume that they're going to attack and then go in the morning.
I will keep watch.
I think we will all keep watch.
I want to sleep.
I could keep I can keep like the middle watch.
I do want to say, because I know the time difference has changed. I know we are coming up to when we usually stop for the Americans, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to stop or do we want to go another hour?
I'm good to go like another half hour, 45 minutes.
Let's get into some combat.
Let's fucking do this tomorrow. And by tomorrow, I mean in 5 seconds after we take a long rest.
Let's fucking go. Oh, hey, Rob. While you were away, she was saying she had been bitten multiple times by Strahd already.
Okay,
Walker
great.
Walker does not know enough about vampires to know if that means that it's one of those, like, you got bitten X number of times and you become a thrall type of deal. But I feel like that might be Witcher knowledge, question mark, question mark.
I was gonna say, Teeth, that's cool. I could roll,
You certainly can.
Oh.
She actually said she could do it with advantage earlier because your sister is a vampire.
Yep.
Hell yeah. How do I roll this shit with advantage? Here we go, advantage roll.
Come on now.
I mean, there's a lot of ways to make a thrall. Being bitten over and over again could do it. Usually it involves a lot of magic. Or like that sort of vampiric sort of seduction deal. And sometimes a tiny bit of consumption of the blood. Like, there's a lot of factors that go into it. It's not an exact science, though.
Okay.
So it really depends.
Yeah.
She doesn't seem all that thrall-like. So probably not.
You say Strahd and see if her pupils dilate.
Just watch go. Oh my god. Okay.
Strahd.
Well, that's
We're gonna do a word association game. Apple, red. Banana, yellow. Strahd. Okay. Well, not a word, but exactly what I wanted to know. Thanks.
So, so to catch you up, Tyr.
Yep.
She won't leave the town. She's being stalked by Strahd. Has been since she was a child.
Yep.
She will not leave the town until her father is buried in the cemetery up here.
Okay.
You've got you. What's up?
Are we planning on burying him?
Yes, that's the plan. It's that you do it in the morning, and you're going to stay. Looks like, seemingly like you're going to stay here at the mansion for the night.
What time is it now?
Oh, you guys haven't been up for that long. Probably midday.
Grog will probably just get some of the party together to go dig the hole now. A, because there's fucking nothing to do, and B, so we're not like trying to cart the body over and then just have to sit while we awkwardly dig out a grave. Like, boy, I hope we don't get ambushed by wolves. I hope no one comes to get our bite of our tasty mayor corpse. We've got a neat little takeout container.
Ismark says he can go check, but this is Barovia. They always have a few graves open and
Like, out of professional courtesy, or because people keep getting up out of them and vacating?
because people die a lot.
Yeah.
And besides, father will be late to rest. We say better. There's a family crypt there. They'll just see him in.
Oh. Alright. Grog starts staring at the coffin and fumbling in the pocket to see if they still have some chalk.
Tyr, go ahead and roll a Witcher knowledge for me.
Okay.
This is also just for something that you weren't here for. 16?
Yep.
So when Walker revealed that they were carrying, you've heard of the Lightbringer maze.
Mm-hmm.
You know it's some kind of holy relic. You don't know too much more to a minor. It's a holy relic to a minor god.
Yep.
But still kind of neat, I guess.
That's pretty
didn't
cool.
Realize, you didn't realize Walker was walking around with it.
Yeah, I heard you guys yelling Paylor before, and I don't think Tyr is religiously affiliated, but he was fist bumping with you guys.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is you from your travels and being a witcher, you would know the different gods.
Yeah.
So you know that. So you didn't know the god's name was Lathander. You'd heard of the Lightbringer more than that.
Yeah.
As a
You kind of thought they were the same thing, but now you know.
Right.
And you do know it's a minor deity of Paylor.
Okay.
What were you saying, Carl?
Oh no, Harley was gonna make a goof. She's like, as a witcher, Tyr isn't super religious, but does know a lot of religious ceremonies purely for like professional reasons.
Yeah, exactly. Purely for I'm going to use this to exercise the sort of demon or monster that I am currently dealing with.
Would this save me 20 minutes? Would this...
The rest of the day, what would you like to do?
Alright, so our plan is literally just to fucking walk this guy down Main Street, right?
Yeah, kinda. There's no really other good way to do it from what you've seen.
Cool.
How many coffins have we seen being carried past the house in the last 20 minutes? Can we just join is there a conveyor belt? We'll be fine.
I would like to... the two places we're most likely to be attacked, as far as I can tell, based on like how the map is laid out, is actually either at the church itself, because that's a nice open space, or in the town center, because it's a nice open space. So I would like to, before we take our long rest, would it be possible to lay some traps here, and like here and here?
How are they not going to be set off by just townspeople, though?
That's why I'm putting them in alleyways and off the main road. I'm putting them in places where an attacker might walk, but where normal people will hopefully not drunkenly stumble.
Have you expressed this to Ismark?
Sure.
Okay. Certainly it's possible. Though I don't know how much out of experience as of late has just been creatures rushing the home. I don't know if they'll hide in back alleys. But by all means, so long as you are certain none of our citizens will find themselves there, I'd potentially avoid the churchyard, as that the priest and his son tend to take care of the grounds daily.
In addition to rent or a horse and cart. Ideally, 2 horses and a cart.
From where? We have the only ones in town.
So no.
Well, perhaps could speak to Bildrath. I assume he has some sort of transportation.
Do you owe you a favor?
No.
I'm gonna look at everyone else at this point. Do we think this is? I'm just trying to find us a way that we're not stuck with some of us carrying a fucking coffin while we get attacked.
Somewhere off in the great beyond, somewhere else in Barovia, Tyr and Freya's cart is just rattling down a road.
Oh yeah, right.
Well, hold on. We, Could I pop back over to, our house, my house, real quick? There's an asset that we should introduce to this equation that is not being utilized currently.
Yeah, about a 10-minute walk.
Alright, cool. Karth leaves and then comes back with our butler.
I was gonna say, is it our undead butler?
They are both taken aback by his appearance. Yes. Right. What can I do?
Alright. First off, you are some kind of supernatural entity now. Because your former employers cursed you.
Yes.
So my first question is, can you pick that coffin up?
Oh my. His little noodle arms. He kind of shifts it. It's about this.
Okay. Grog, help him put that back down.
Grog just walks over and takes it off him and like holding onto the coffin with one hand while like patting him on the back with the other hand.
Second question. We own a windmill and presumably a decent amount of farmland, right?
No farmland, actually. It's just the mill. That's how they made their money. They're the only mill in the area.
Okay. Do we have, at that mill, horses?
Isn't this mill days away?
Not that I'm aware of. Also, to be clear, Master Karth, you said my employers had been dead how long?
A bit.
I'd assume any animal still there has either died or been stolen. But I was also never aware of any horses they rented. They would occasionally rent a carriage from the local...
The local who?
From the local stables. Ismark, because that's been closed for years.
Has it been looted before?
Perhaps not. They didn't just leave the horses there, Karth.
No, but they might have left a carriage. And we have a pig.
Not right now.
Are you suggesting that the pig would pull the carriage?
I'm suggesting that we take the carriage, remove most of the top of it so that it is now just a wagon, and then the pig will pull the carriage with the casket in it.
Are we that, like, do we know that we're gonna be attacked by wolves the second we try and leave the house, or?
No, we're taking precautions. We'd rather, if it is just the two of us walking down the road carrying our father's coffin, we are very dead if anything were to attack.
Oh sure, but like with the extra however many of us there are.
Grog, I'm really just trying to make it so that when or if we get attacked, that you don't have to spend 6 to 10 seconds putting a box down.
You already tried to kill our butler, and now you're trying to kill my horse.
Could we,
No one tried to kill our butler, I think.
if we lower our sights a little bit, there's not a full carriage anywhere in town. Someone must have a cart. The bar must have a cart.
No, they import everything in from Vallaki.
Using what?
Using the wagons that belong to the merchants who live in Vallaki. It is a Valakian bar.
Just saying, feels like a lot of effort.
I mean,
I was gonna say the same thing. Is all of us together can probably just handle it.
And there might not be any trouble at all. We're just being cautious.
Mm-hmm.
again,
Harold is gonna stand up and do the I am a head out knee slap. And she's gonna say, I tire of this conversation. I will keep watch. And he's just gonna walk out the front door and just stand outside.
Can we just do it?
Is it still midday?
At this point,
it's about 20 minutes later since the last time you asked what time it is.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I mean, it's been about, we'll say, all conversations and everything about an hour or two, so it's still like
Great.
early
So it's
afternoon.
like 2 o'clock. Yeah.
Yeah. So look, you all rest. Some of you are hurt. Sorry, Carl. And welcome. We have plenty of rooms here to stay. In the morning, we can go.
Sounds
We
like
go early. We may not even hit a lot of time.
Those who do tend to travel tend to wait for now, actually, around midday when the sun is at its highest. There are those who go to the bar, but they're usually drunk or asleep by the time of the morning. They care very little about their lives anyway.
A dawn funeral for a follower of Lathander. Very appropriate.
That's a bit.
So yeah, I guess we'll run the night. I guess.
Yeah, so what do you guys want to do for we'll say that you can all kind of generally keep watch during the day, and then we'll see who's keeping watch. Unless you guys want to post a specific guard from 2 o'clock until the dawn. Ismark does say the sun should be fully risen before you leave.
I would like to take the most dangerous watch.
2 a.m.
Do it.
Yeah, basically.
2 a.m. to 4 a.m.
All the weird shit happens at 2 a.m. That's just how the world works. I don't care what fucking game we're playing.
So what would you... I'll go through in order. What would you like to do for the rest of the day? So the order I have... Karth, you're up first.
Hi, Karth is going to do what I suggested. We're gonna put... He said to not do the churchyard, so I'm gonna put traps in between, in this right here. And here. And here.
You also know that this little brown house here, you know, is empty.
Okay. So here, 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 and here.
Make how many just make one. I'm not gonna make you roll for each of those.
All right.
What kind of traps are you setting down?
I think they're just like. Actually, I have a poisoner's kit, so I would like for them to be like, I guess, you step on a thing that is pressurized and it spritzes poison in your face. Or like up into the air around you.
That would probably be normally a Tinker Tools check, but since you have your Thieves Tools and your Poisoner's Kit and the know-how, yeah, I'll allow it.
Alright, so...
The DC for how successful they're set up. They'll be set up no matter what, unless you roll a 1. How successful they will be. A little harder since you don't have the exact break equipment for it.
Oh my.
Go on.
Give me a sec. I'm trying to.
So you said how many?
4.
Okay, so go ahead and roll four different checks for me.
Alright. Poisoner's Kit would be intelligence, right?
But you're doing all the same traps, so roll me 1 intelligence with the Poisoner's Kit.
Alright.
And then to actually set it up would be dexterity with the Poisoner's Kit.
Alright, well that's a 20 for making my poison.
Yeah.
And then Thieves Tools for setting them up.
Yep.
Alright, so here's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. There's a couple of them that you're not super solid on them. One you're fairly certain. The one that's here.
Is that what the nat 20 gets?
Yeah, that one's you're like, oh, this is a fucking good trap. One of them's pretty good. There are 2 that you're like, oh, they should be all right.
Okay. And then
is that how you wanted to do?
Yeah.
Because you had to brew the potion and then go out and set up the traps and everything. So it actually would have taken you multiple hours.
Yeah, no. After that, Karth's gonna fucking just kind of find a chair and fucking chill.
And they do offer you each your own rooms. You have to double up. So I assume the twins stay in one room.
Yep.
And who are the other compatriots? They actually, Ismark gives up his room as he goes and stays in his father's old room.
Carol, you only take a half sleep, don't you?
Yeah, I think so.
I need a full rest. I don't know about Grog and
Karth does need a full rest as well.
I think Grog does, yeah.
It's the Witchers that don't.
Yeah,
Witches and Harold.
we only need like 4 hours or something like that.
And because you brought him over, he actually went home. Your butler went home.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for your help.
You're welcome. I don't think it was very... Bye.
Bye. Wait, actually, before you leave, don't forget to tidy up the basement.
Yes, Master Carl.
Ismark, by the way, if at any time, like, you find someone who needs somewhere to stay, we've got like 20 spare beds in our basement. Just send them our way.
I will make a note. Don't you have friends coming into town?
Yeah, that's accounting for them too.
Right.
So it's a lot of beds. We're trying to get rid of the Dursts weird culty shit, it might take a little bit, but...
We
Oh
got
yes, you'll have to tell me more about that.
Oh, it's a hell of a story. Our butler that you just met is one of their victims. Anytime he dies, he just shows back up in like a hole in our basement.
Did we put the ladder down there?
Yes.
Yes, we did put a ladder in for him.
Also, I will remind you, because you haven't done it yet, there are, as he's saying, that sounds like an interesting story, several of you who had gone in that little hidden room. There was a small hidden room, I think, on the second floor, that had a bunch of books in it that you didn't actually go through to see exactly what was going on.
Oh yeah, I have those books.
Oh, then you can have a look at those. I can find them. But that could be something you do in the evening. But I'll get you that information while I'm going through. Grog, what are you doing for the rest of the day?
Well, no one's gonna let him dig a hole. I don't know. Roby's stupid. I was just gonna, I don't know, take an extended nap. Like, I genuinely can't think of anything else to do. Like, we can't buy anything because everything's stupid expensive, and also we kind of don't need anything. We have no other lingering side quest besides that girl went missing, which even this guy is like, that literally doesn't matter. This happens all the time.
Hey, Grog.
Shrug.
Hey, Grog. Taste this for me. Tell me if it works. And I hand Grog like a spoon that has a bit of poison on the back of it.
Did you pee in this?
No.
I'm gonna insight check Carth. I think he's still mad about me biting him. I rolled an 8.
No, you think this is a hand of, going, hey, we are.
Okay. He's trying to make amends.
Yeah, trying to make amends.
Grog will put it in the mouth.
Okay. Make a Constitution saving throw. Oh, okay. Let me see here. Apologies.
Bueller.
Just to be clear, you just made...
You know what? That's a good question. Give me...
Otherwise, I'm just going to say you made general poison, which is technically called assassin's blood.
Yeah, I guess that would be what I made.
Yep, so roll a
D12.
Yep, roll a D. It's you, Harley. Roll a D12.
You take 2 points of damage because you passed the save.
Yep, and you are not poisoned for the next hour.
Grog burps and then goes,
It tastes like shit.
Good. It's supposed to. If it tasted good, that would have meant I messed up the ratio of ingredients.
I don't think you know how to cook.
Oh, this isn't food.
Did you pee in this?
Not this time.
Fred comes around a corner.
Grog just glares at you and then just goes,
I'm keeping the spoon.
Go ahead. Hi, Freya. Quick update. We're gonna help our new friends escort their dead father to the church tomorrow. And in order to help better in order to help make our route safer, I put some traps down here, 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 and here. So don't walk in those spots tomorrow.
There's a small chance we'll be attacked by boring, normal, non-magical wolves.
Zombies.
Oh, also undead people, but like, it's fucking Barovia. Probably everyone is.
How did we get to this?
So,
How did we get?
you followed Ismark back to his home, where you found the home looks like it has been under siege by what would seem to be wolves and zombies and potentially ghouls. You also find his adopted sister, Irina. Repost your pictures.
Oh, I saw her picture.
And that their father is in fact dead.
Sucks to suck.
Yeah, he died. Seems like his heart. He's an old man, so his heart gave out after so many attacks. And has that was 3 days ago. They've been too afraid to move his body to the cemetery to be properly laid to rest by themselves. Especially with Irina, because she is being currently stalked by Strahd, and he has bitten her multiple times.
How does she feel about that?
Bad.
She does not seem to like it very much.
Okay. Anything else?
No. You learned that make a Witcher check.
Okay.
About the same as Tyr. You learned that Walker was carrying around what?
Oh, never mind. This is a different check. My bad. I was gonna be like, you let Tyr do this one with advantage, but this isn't vampire stuff. Never
Different. No, this isn't vampire stuff. You found out that Walker's carrying around a holy relic, which is kind of neat. It's like it's a weapon to a lesser god. Like one of their like holy weapons.
The thing we've seen, or something different? Okay.
You've seen it, but not really, because it's only been on her hip. She hasn't actually pulled it out and used it.
Mm-hmm.
No. So, no, you did once. You hit a ghost with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you got actually a good look, and it's actually like a real like, oh, that is something people of like both Palor and the god whose it belongs to, Lathander's religion, would like openly recognize. Like
Gotcha.
a reliquary almost, yeah. So Walker wanted to know how you make a thrall. And Tyr wasn't entirely sure, because you were indisposed, gently T-posing in a corner.
Mostly Walker was worried that this girl, having been bitten over and over and over again over the course of a decade, might be like one bite away from being a thrall or some shit.
Right. Do I have any idea about how that works?
I mean, you do. Yeah.
I was gonna say, does Freya even need to roll for this? This is vampire. Freya is a vampire. I feel like that comes in the handbook, doesn't it? That comes in the.
I don't know, maybe Freya's tragic backstory is no one gave her the handbook.
I think Freya's tragic backstory is that she's a witcher. End of tragic backstory. It doesn't. It doesn't get worse than that. It doesn't.
Yeah, Fred,
So
you
one day, I had a wonderful
know
life, and then I became a witch.
you know how this works. It's not. It's sort of a half vampire. So if he's drinking her blood, she's likely not a thrall. Because the way thralls work is thralls have to just ingest their master's blood.
Gotcha.
And then they become essentially addicted, as well as getting some superpowers.
Mm-hmm.
You could make a thrall if you wanted to.
No, thank you.
I'm just saying you could if you really wanted to.
Is that also how you make a full vampire, or is
The
it...
full vampires that I drink, you drink my blood, I drink your blood, you die, you're buried, 3 days
Right.
later you rise from
the True Blood?
True Blood, Buffy.
Yeah, all the normal ones.
Yeah, fairly standard.
Yep. Okay.
Or, technically, a necromancer can turn you into a vampire.
That's fun.
Your average evil wizard can just point a finger at you and be like, bippity boppity boo! You can't eat garlic bread anymore.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's literally a curse to make you not able to eat garlic bread anymore, but just has some weird side effects.
Bippity boppity bloodsucker.
We did black to the blood of Cain, and the wizards in the corner are like, nope, it's garlic bread curse. Sorry.
Sorry about
You're the
it.
guy from What We Do in the Shadows. I can't eat chips. My favourite food, I can't eat chips.
Honestly, absolute fucking travesty.
Oh, and so the plan is to get your friends have agreed to help them take their father's body there, and to help get her, because Strahd seems to be kind of obsessed with her. After doing so, help getting her to the other town,
Valekia.
And in exchange, aside from potentially doing something that might piss Strahd off, Ismark has also offered to do what he can to help you murder the man who has been harassing his sister.
That's very generous of him, considering what we tried to do to him.
Yeah, he told Walker, "I will hold him down while you beat him to death with the mace if you'd like."
I will strangle him while you beat him to death with the mace if you like.
Yeah, it was I will strangle him, but yeah.
That's fun.
There was some debate as to whether that would work.
Yeah, I don't think so.
There was some debate as to whether that would work. We went to ask Freya. Freya started vibrating ominously in the corner, and we decided to stop talking about Freya. They don't like it.
Okay, well, all that sounds good. I'm fine with doing this now that I know it's going to piss Strahd off.
Oh, it looks like it's gonna piss Strahd all the way off.
So, this other town, do we know if it's, we're in Barovia, which is a city, but also Barovia is a region. Strahd controls Barovia, the region. If we bring her to another town, is that going to do anything?
Their thought process is that, it might be her entire lifetime, but that's just like an hour for Strahd.
Mm-hmm.
Being as old as he is and going to live, the fact that he will live forever unless he is killed.
Mm-hmm.
They're hoping that if it's inconvenient, he will give up. But he will get bored, essentially.
I see. Does she, like, if I do a, like, vampire sniff, does she, like, have anything indicating she is better than any other person? Like, does she smell good? No?
I mean, she smells pretty good. She bathes regularly, you can tell.
But she's not like, ooh, you have fucking magic blood.
More, I mean, like, nothing like that. whatever attracts a vampire to whomever. Blood, I guess, is up to. Blood is in the eyes of the beholder, so to speak. I guess. I don't know. Yeah.
Okay, well, sounds fine to me. Carry on with whatever nonsense was happening
Well,
before I got here.
Right now we're going through what everyone is doing.
Before our long rest.
Because, before your long rest. Because you're all staying here at the mansion for the night.
Back at our house.
Carthy's feeding me his shitty food.
Not food.
Then why did you feed it to me?
I wanted to know if it worked.
Yeah, and you just came in to...
What did you do?
Poison Grog.
Oh.
Just a little bit.
Grog failed the insight check, so has no idea what happened, other than it tasted really bad and kind of hurt a bit.
Here, let me try.
Alright.
I down the whole thing.
Con save?
I'm immune to poison.
Oh. Alright.
See? It tastes like shit, right?
Yeah, it doesn't taste very good. I hand back the empty cup or whatever it was in.
Oh, I was gonna put some of that on my bow. Or on my arrows, but okay.
Why?
You didn't make any more?
I did, but I put it on the traps I set out around town. Cart points at his map where he's marked out where the traps are.
Hold on.
Wait, did you poop in this?
What?
Did you poop on this?
No!
What is the poison made out of?
It's poison?
Yes! Grog, you sat here for 3 hours while I explained the brewing process of assassin's blood poison to you. And then I handed you a spoonful of it.
Okay, I'm bored. I was not paying.
I did not listen to any of that.
No. But hey, if you feed me poison again, I'm gonna hide all of the things you like in the privy.
You didn't have to eat it. Oh, did our bat friend expire? Oh, okay.
He was, last time he was buried in shit.
It's a little bit more buried since we were last there.
That doesn't seem like a humane thing to do.
It's not a human.
That's true.
Anyway,
you got me there.
I use the rest of the poison on my traps in case we're attacked.
What kind of traps are they?
It's like a little pressure thing that you step on it and it sprays the poison up into the air around you.
But if we're attacked by undead things in this scenario, oh no, it's wolves.
And undead things.
Oh well, it's not going to work on the undead.
Not all undead are immune to poison.
That's true. Just most of them.
In fact, pushes my glasses up like a fucking nerd. This is 5th edition D&D. Very few things at low levels have any kind of immunities, because Wizards of the Coast is afraid of making flavorful stat blocks.
Mm-hmm. Well, we'll see how that works.
Yeah, that's where we are.
Okay.
We're waiting for the morning so we can walk down the street and see if we get eaten.
And we are at this house? The one that our token is in front of?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, I think you're the only one that can move the pig, Em.
I am? I can't move the pig.
Somebody just moved the pig.
Like, I can talk as the pig, but I can't move the pig.
I also can talk as the pig, but I cannot move the pig.
He's in all journals and can be edited and controlled by all of you.
The token needs
he's
permissions.
He might not be on the right layer for us.
That is also possible.
What layer am I on? Object and tokens.
Mm.
Weird.
I'll figure it out for next time. Anyway, so we'll skip past you guys. Harold, you're up. What are you doing for the rest of the day?
Harold has just posted outside, just to the left of the door.
Mm-hmm.
He's got his big coffin lid shields just sort of wedged into the dirt in front of him, and he's just kind of leaning on, like both elbows, just leaning on it, and just keeping a casual watch, and whoever comes out to join him, just conversing with whoever's up next, basically, just to keep him company.
Okay.
Because he doesn't really need to sleep per se, but the standing watch is almost a rest for him in a sense.
Fair enough. Alright. Grog, what are you doing for the rest of the day?
You already asked me. I don't have any ideas.
Okay. Fair enough. I'll circle back if you want. Walker, what are you doing for the rest of the day?
And doing apparently doing all of the appropriate god shit.
Ismark is in and out. Irina is like full full Catholic mode, full just kind of following you along, getting you anything you need to help.
Yeah, that's our day.
Tyr, what are you doing?
I'm fucking hanging out. I'm chilling. Man. I got nothing going on. I'm going to hang out with, I think, Harold a little bit.
Yeah, he's gonna have company.
Yeah, he'll have company for the last hour or so of his watch before they switch shifts.
Okay.
We're taking their long rest, right? So I'm going to use gentle approach, just FYI. So if anyone, just in case you were thinking of it, anything tries to resurrect him overnight, they can't.
Nice.
Fair enough.
Huh?
And then Freya, what would you like to do for the rest of the day?
I don't know. Let me see.
Mansion. And you could also explore the rest of the town.
That's true.
You do not have to stay here.
We're waiting for morning, or do we have the whole
It was
night?
you have. It was around mid-afternoon when we kind of left off to go in your own devices, and then at night, Ismark and Irina would like everyone back at the house to sort of post up watch, because they haven't been attacked since their father's death, but don't want to risk it either.
Okay. So I'm gonna do one long circuit around the the full. Let's see. Can I do the up here, all the way around the outside?
Yeah, you pass by your house here.
Yep. I'm oh, I know that one.
Mm-hmm. Looking up this way, you see the church.
Yep. How far is it, up this road?
About 80 feet up the road.
If I look up there, is it spooky church? Or is it just a normal looking thing?
It's a little spooky.
Is there mist around it or anything? That kind of.
However, I do think that these proportions are off.
Yeah, that's true.
Because this house would be 20 feet long.
Yeah.
And 0 feet wide.
hold. It would be 24 feet long and 13 feet wide.
Well, that's still too small.
Yeah.
Our house was about, like, what?
That's 312 square feet. That's a
That's
pretty...
very small. That is like a room.
Yes, and this is a village full of peasants.
But our house was many rooms, and it is only like 30 feet by...
Our house...
This is not important.
Our house is 41 by 28 and is 3 floors.
Anyway,
This is not 1-to-1.
Yeah, no, it's a little creepy up there.
Okay.
Not mists or anything, but like it's a vibe. But like most of the places have that kind of vibe.
Oh, as I pass...
Everything's a little rundown.
Yeah.
Everything's a little dingy.
Going back a little bit, as I walked by here, what is this building? Can I tell from this distance if I'm just passing by?
I'll tell you what. Looks an awful lot like a house.
Okay. It's just a weirdly displaced house.
Yep.
Okay. Sounds
Yep.
good.
Yep. It would be as if it's almost like if you were, I don't know, playing a game and someone just kind of put that out there for funsies instead of marking it at all or making it anything special despite separating it from the rest.
Right. Okay.
Which house are we talking about?
This one.
This isn't anything?
It's not anything. It's just, you know.
T, this is seriously just an unmarked house on your DM's board?
Yes, it is.
That's
They
fucking
just
crazy.
got- the real estate was really cheap because every time people went to visit, they were like, "Wow, this is a really ominous." And the real estate agent was like, "Yep, no, we get that a lot. It's a very ominous house, but I can promise you, it's not haunted. No one's died here. It's a new build. There's no carbon monoxide.
See,
it's just kind of
Is it
crazy."
just me, or would this make more sense to be the Durst house?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could we just...
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. I want to know if we're getting a good deal on this upgrade. This is still 41 long, and it is 22 wide. 23 wide, and it's got a shed, and it's got a shed, and it's got an outhouse. So
Two
if we go
sheds.
41 by 23.
Harley, I'm going to kill you in real life. Alright.
Yeah, you make the circuit. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Yep.
Oh wait, no, this one was 44.
16. So you do see a lot more people. They seem to all be heading home. It was explained at some point again when
Yep.
you vibrating in the corner. People tend to come out at noon.
Gotcha.
Like maybe an hour before noon, and then a couple of hours afterward, and they've all started kind of going home.
Even though this area doesn't seem to really get, like, afternoon sun.
No, you get the sense it's more just it's midday, so it must be the safest time.
Gotcha.
Because it really doesn't get bright. It's still overcast. And it's still almost twilighty. Like, it doesn't get bright. It's still like, the sun is at its highest point rising. Or setting, depending on how you want to look at it.
Okay. And where are the people hanging out? Are they just like...
Oh, they're going to the store, they're going to different houses, they're going to the bar.
Does it seem like they're working places, or are they just...
Oh yeah, there's definitely other like you go into the store here. This is kind of looking. You got like as you walk past over here, looks like you got some woodcutters who fell some trees kind of in the nearby area. I don't know. It's a poorly built village.
Yep.
Sure, there are other places, but only one store that sells everything.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm. They all have jobs, though. Don't worry about it too much.
Okay. If I walk through this street, and I go to where I think Karth set the traps, do I see the traps? Are they noticeable?
Make a perception check. You see it.
I mean, you see two of them.
Well, we set the one up here, right? Yeah, you would see. Is it just this one are you looking at, or multiple?
Well, I would come down this road, and then I would continue down to the mansion. So I'll take a look.
And you see this one. You know one's here, but goddamn if you could find it.
Oh, it's pretty
and
good.
You know one's here, and this one, you stop. It takes you about a half hour, but you do find it eventually. But it takes some dedicated searching.
All right, not bad.
Extra slow to not like set them off.
There's a couple.
You do stop out these pretty quickly, but you don't think the average person would, and you definitely don't think the average zombie or wolf would notice.
Gotcha. I'll put them back the way I found them. The ones that I saw, I'll make sure are a little better hidden, just to be sure.
Make a survival check.
I think I'm good at that. Well, if I roll bad, I trip and fall directly into it.
Yeah.
Do I have a...
So yeah, we'll say it's this first one. Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
I'm immune to poison.
Oh, you're immune to poison. You do set it off, so that trap is not gone.
Well, I usually am pretty good about that.
I spent all day making these.
Yeah, and it's gonna go off or it won't, and if it doesn't, maybe they just didn't set it off, and I'm not gonna tell you shit. Having fucked up the first one, Freya's not going to attempt that on the next one.
Wait, what were you? I'm sorry, I zoned out actually. What were you trying to do?
Well, I had like looked for them, and so I had to like, I guess, move around like leaves or something. So I was like, well, let me hide it again so I don't fucking, leave a trap just lying out in the road. And then I rolled a 1. Alright, and then I go back to the house.
Is that everybody? I think that's everybody. Okay. So, yeah, you all kind of post up. You were given 3 rooms. The twin tier volunteers you to take 1 room. And the other 2 rooms have not been divvied up.
Walker, I don't take up a whole lot of space. I just take like a little corner of, like at the foot of the bed.
They each have 2 beds.
Oh.
They're like guest rooms.
Okay. Never mind.
Walker, as you start saying, you want to just sleep where you want to sleep. That's fine. the rooms with one of the rooms with what looks like the longest bed or the bed with like a lowered footboard for maximum tall person comfort.
None of these
Hanging
beds are
off the
long
edge of the
enough
bed.
for you. Yeah.
Did they? But they didn't even have like the low, like the inline footboards that one stands on.
No, they're all tall footboards, so you have to kind of curl.
Jeez.
Wow.
I mean, we could take
I mean,
the
I'm only 6'2" and I have that fucking problem.
we could take the beds off the frames and just put them on the ground.
We're not. I appreciate it though. We're not modifying this man's house. Not for tonight. If we were staying longer, maybe.
And then, so I guess that leaves Grog and the Herald in the other room.
Yeah, the Herald's gonna come back in from finishing his after being relieved by Tyr. He's just gonna come and sit on the edge of the bed.
Grog is snoring loudly. Grog is no character moments. Grog needs a full 8 hours sleep. That's with the undead members of the party. Grog, just because Grog presumably has died doesn't mean they're undead. Naps are important.
You're right.
I did want to say before we wrap up, Tyr, I know you said you wanted to hang out with Harold. Was there anything specific you wanted to talk to him about, or it's just sort of we're both warriors type thing?
Just kind of bullshitting.
All right.
If we're hanging out, I guess the first thing Herald would ask would be like, you are a witcher, correct?
Yes, I am.
Have you ever hunted a being such as myself?
Have I? Good question.
High or low?
Hi.
No, you have never hunted a revenant before.
I've never hunted a revenant before, no. I saw a job posting once. But unfortunately, I had to take another one. Plus, the coin wasn't good enough. As I say when I take the most cheap jobs and fucking will take literally anything that gives me money.
Protect the baby has values. I like
I had hoped that you would be aware of the procedure.
The what? Procedure? Can I make a wonder check?
Sure.
Procedure.
to make a what the fuck is the Herald talking about?
Five. Yeah, no fucking way, no. Well, I scratch my head and I say, do you mean the Witcher procedure? The Witcher procedure?
The procedure for dispatching a revenant.
Oh, that I do not know. No, I do not.
It's a good thing we didn't take that job.
I mean, Freya, you're not out here.
I'm not. I'm still on my walk. Carry on.
It's just I've been thinking about my condition.
I immediately rip out a notebook and just start writing shit. I'm like, yes, continue, keep going. I can add this to the Witcher records, if that's okay with you.
Yes, of course.
Oh. Wait, hold on. And Witcher, Tyr reaches into his bag and tries to find some sort of alcoholic beverage of some sort and starts scrounging around so that we can sit here. And I mean, alcohol doesn't really affect Witchers that. I mean, I have to drink a lot of it, but
Yeah, it wouldn't affect a revenant either, but Harold's just going to take a sip just for privacy.
yeah.
Yeah, the only thing I wanted to say was just that seem to be the case for me.
So, you feel emotion?
I have experienced something that could be considered emotion.
Interesting. Please.
If I may be honest. Fear.
Fear. I've heard of revenants, but I've never heard of them feeling fear before.
Rather than man I once was, I did not like cemeteries.
Hmm.
I do not wish to go. We must.
Well, we do things because they are hard, not because they are easy.
I think I read that in a book once. I've said too much.
Well, Harold, whenever you would like to discuss more, my ear's always open for you.
I'm grateful.
And Tyr wraps up his book. Has a couple of bookmarks and stains, and this is a worn book about his travels as a witcher and different notes that he's taken on monsters. But I think he usually has terrible handwriting and is usually just scribbling and whatnot. But this page he takes extra good care of.
I was gonna say that's a really good way to not have to like write any of your notes in code or do a cipher or whatever. Just have handwriting so incomprehensible that no one's gonna be able to know what you were writing.
That's pretty much what it is, but I think the monsters that Tyr deals with, he knows are monsters, but this is Harold we're talking about, someone that, he's on this adventure with. So this one, it's a little bit more personable.
Yeah, Harold's just gonna stand up and take the shield with him. On his way, just turn and say, "You have the watch."
Just nods right to you.
He's gonna head and sit on the bed next to snoring Croc.
So, does anybody else have, before we wrap up, does anyone have anything else they'd like to say? Good? As we wrap up. Oh, go ahead. Somebody said something and then cut out.
It's not I.
Nope.
Not me.
Okay, I don't know. We'll leave it go then. But as you all go into taking I heard it again. As we all go to taking watch, and we sort of zoom out for your travel to the cemetery tomorrow. We will zoom up and out and over the clouds that cover Barovia, and you can see stars above these. And above here, you also kind of rush past the camera, kind of pan zooms past the castle, where we see a shaded figure staring out in your general direction. We can't actually tell because it's miles away, but the audience gets the sense that that's the direction it's looking in. And as we're here at this very ominous, very foreboding figure ending, we are suddenly pulled back down by the sounds of frantic, frantic screams, swords clashing. There's a fire started somewhere, and you start hearing heavy metal music in the background as we cut to seeing Davin Goodrell in a fucking pitched battle not several miles outside of Barovia. And that is where the town of Barovia, and that is where we are.
Nice.
Is that Deb's character?
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay.
Deb and your friends have been delayed.
I'm good to know that
What?
like if Deb misses enough Strahd the games, eventually their little side campaign, the minions and Deb's character will just have killed Strahd by the time you get there.
What are they fighting against? Did you
It
say?
looks like other people. They're on a road.
Of the other adventurers who have also come to kill Strahd, there can only be one.
Just fucking Doom guy over there.
Yeah, you watch in the back as her tiny little what was it fucking no her she is fighting side by side with her hellhound, but also you just watch in the background as someone's running up to her and then just gets hit full in the face by the tiny body of a fucking baby pig fiend as it takes him down, cackling as he starts burning alive. Yeah, no, it's fucking chaos, and that's where we'll leave it.
It's as good a place as any.
The power of not having hit points. I'm outside the narrative. Gameplay mechanics don't apply. Deb's character picks up a gun, shoots someone in the head, and be like, "They just die. No one has free."
But no, it's actually my fault. Zeb is not here tonight. That was on me.
What have you done?
We hung out a lot this weekend, and I entirely forgot to run her side of the game.
Oh.
And I was just like,
You've been playing too much League of Legends.
Yeah, we've been playing League instead. So I was just like, look, just go do schoolwork, do what you need to do. We'll get you caught up. So we're getting together this week to catch her up to you all. Because I have to throw enough at her to give her a level. Which shouldn't be too hard. Because she doesn't distribute the points.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I'm gonna have to bounce, but thanks for the game. That was
thanks for playing.
Fun. Thanks for playing. Bye, recording.
Bye, recording.
Bye.
I gotta make dinner. Bye, everybody.